So Everton give a debut to Portuguese international Manuel Fernandes in midfield. Phil Neville reverts from midfield to right back in place of Tony Hibbett. Andy van der Meijden comes in for Leon Osman, who's suspended.
Number 3.
Blackburn hand a debut to Swiss left-back Bruno Berner, who they've signed from FC Basel. David Dunn makes his first start after returning to the club. Paul Gallagher and Zurab Kisnishvili also start. Morten Gans Pedersen and Jonathan Derbyshire are out injured.
Number 19, David Dunn. Number 21.
Everton manager David Moyes was sent home from training yesterday with a flu bug, but he has recovered in time to take his place in the dugouts today. Mark Hughes gathered his side to victory here last month in the FA Cup. Big result for them that day. He's hoping to do the same again today. Well, Everton's players held a dressing room inquest after their FA Cup hammering by Blackburn last month. They were determined to save their season. They've rallied and are still in the hunt for Europe. For Mark Hughes' injury-ravaged Blackburn, it's the biggest 7 days of their season, with the UEFA and FA Cups to come. They start the week by trying to leapfrog today's opponents in the Premiership.
Yeah, we touched on earlier, David Moyes hoping to get into the top 6. As we said, needed to turn some of the draws that he's been getting into wins. And should climb up, but no doubt Mark Hughes looking to do the same. A lot of injuries and a big pile of fixtures coming up, big fixtures. Leverkusen in Europe, possibility of FA Cup tie against Bolton, the local derby, or Arsenal. Couldn't guess myself which way that one's going to go, but certainly a lot of fixtures and you need everybody fit, and they haven't got that at this moment in time.
Howard's goal kick towards Tim Cahill. Just clipped off the head of the returning Zurab Kisnishvili. This is Lescott now. Just blocked by Brett Emerson, who did seemingly have a fitness test before kick-off. Scored for Australia during the week in their international defeat by Denmark. Andy van der Meijden just taken out. Bruno Berner making his debut for Blackburn, and a strong challenge on Van der Meijden, which has led to this Everton free kick and a chance to launch the ball inside the penalty area.
Yeah, and Arteta will give you good delivery in these situations.
Stubbs is forward, Cahill also in the mix, goes towards Johnson. It's Emerton's header away. Neville's throw towards Cahill. And that's Stubbs with the header back towards Joseph Yobo.
Well, it looks as though Blackburn have started with 5 in the middle of the park. We weren't quite sure when we seen the team lines whether Bentley would play on the right at Everton. Looks as though Bentley's tucked in one. He'll be the midfield player that will get forward and support McCarthy. Playing up top on his own at this moment in time. Not surprised about that. Bentley's such a good crosser of the ball. Going to lose that when he moves to the centre of the park. Mark Hughes talking this week. He might have got an England caller. I've got to agree with that. Playwright Phillips has hardly played of late.
Good football by Everton, and Van der Meijden lets fly. Andy van der Meijden, who's really yet to get his Everton career going, despite being here for 18 months. He just did well there to work the opening. In the end, Brad Friedel was comfortable to let the ball just fly wide of him. Just telling Johnson to move a little further forward. Towards Johnson. Cahill just leaned out of the bouncing ball, and Blackburn struggling to get the ball clear. This is Fernandes now. It's Neville's ball towards Cahill, and a chance maybe for Blackburn to counter-attack, and Dunn and Neville collide, and Phil Neville not happy with that challenge from David Dunn.
Yeah, I think Phil Neville thinks he's maybe a little bit high getting in here. Both players Both players getting a knock. Ball just breaks loose towards the touchline here. Miscontrols it, David Dunn. Phil Neville in to close him down. He's inside on David Dunn. You know, that's dangerous when you lift your boot like that, show your studs like that. Phil Neville going for the ball. An honest tackle. Can't say the same of David Dunn's tackle.
Well, he's a consummate professional, this Phil Neville. He knows when he's received a bad challenge. David Dunn will say he's lacking in match practice at the moment. He did play for Blackburn in a behind closed doors game against Wolves earlier this week to try and up his match practice so he doesn't put challenges like that in, as he just did on Phil Neville, who takes this throw in. It's Carsley's header, might drop for Andy Johnson. Oh, what a finish from Andy Johnson! 26 years old today, and what a strike from the birthday boy.
Well, the Blackburn back four looking over at the assistant referee here. They think Andy Johnson's offside. Does he pounce on it quick? Certainly tucked it away well. It's a terrific start for Everton. Please now, Davy Moyes, he never went international duty. Fresh, alert. Is he offside? No, just as the ball's played, he goes back into a non-side position. Terrific movement by Andy Johnson here. The throw in by Neville. Can't quite clear it. Ball falls to Johnson. Samba, Ryan Nelson looking across to the assistant referee. Brad Feeder with his arms in the air, pleading for offside. He wasn't offside. Did brilliantly to get to an onside position.
Great start for Everton. You saw Andy Johnson there have a sly look over to the assistant referee just to check that the flag wasn't up. Everton leading by a goal to nil, and Arteta caught by Kisnishvili. And Rob Styles racing over to the Blackburn fullback to have a word with the Georgian international.
Yeah, just the type of thing that happens when you've just lost a goal. Maybe a wee bit of frustration creeping into his play.
This is Van der Meijde. Now Neville with the cross. Stubbs will find Tim Howard. Mark Hughes not happy with the decision for the goal of Andy Johnson. Martin Yerby is the assistant referee who got the decision right. Mark Hughes hasn't had the benefit of a replay, but Johnson was onside.
Yeah, initially offside. I think it was Carsley at the edge of the box. Headed the ball back into the danger area. Andy Johnson moved into a non-side position.
David Dunn battling and looks to be injured again. David Dunn there. He's a player who's been blighted by injuries. He did admit that maybe some Blackburn fans weren't happy to see him return to Ewood Park because of his injury record.
Well, I'll tell you what, it'd be a good bit of business if he stays fit, but obviously it's been a serious problem for the lad. It's always a great pity when players get the amount of injuries that David Dunn's had.
There's a chance now for Everton. Andy Johnson again. But it's swept away by Burner. And David Dunn has communicated with the Blackburn Rovers dugout to say his game may be over.
He's limping around. I wouldn't be surprised if he's done his hamstring. It has been a problem for him. It's a great shame for the lad. There's no doubt he's got stacks of ability. As I just touched on there, would have been a good signing for Blackburn if he could stay fit, but that's not been the case in the last season or two. Really is a great pity for the lad.
David Dunn will be coming off.
You know,
Everton leading here 1-0.
Yeah, but if it's just a collision between him and Neville, he might be able to run it off if it's just a bit of bruising in his shin. If it's a hamstring injury, he certainly won't. He's certainly toiling at this moment in time.
Diobo's ball forward, good lead by Cahill. Samba just connecting with that, back to Friedel. He's a big lad, Christopher Samba, signed from Hertha Berlin.
It was nearly Andy Johnson's head that he put back towards Brad Friedel.
Neville closed down by Gallagher, did well. But Johnson was just working his way back onside. See David Dunn just stretching and trying to remain on the pitch. But Jason Roberts will be coming on shortly, and that will mean a change in formation, you would have thought, for Blackburn Rovers as well. It's Carsley towards Cahill.
Yeah, there's a bit of movement in the dugout. It looks like obviously Jason Roberts is going to come in now. David Dunn coming off, reluctant now. Great pity. This is a collision with Phil Neville. He goes inside on. I thought it was in the dangerous side from David Dunn, but it's him that comes off worse. And he just starts struggling here. Have to say it might just be a hamstring. Certainly hope not, because he'll be out for quite some time if that's the case. I think they'll change now. They've been playing 4-4-1-1. I'll go to a 4-4-2 now with Roberts up top next to McCarthy. Bentley just more of a sitting role in the centre of the park alongside two guys.
Andy Johnson, Everton's goal scorer, 10th of the season. Great finish it was too, and he did want to play for England on Wednesday, but was sent home. He did say he would be fit for the game, but the FA did say, Mr. McLaren said, if you can't train then you won't play. This is Gallagher, tries to slip it through towards Jason Roberts.
That might help them a little bit, Jason Roberts coming on, because they haven't really got it going yet, Blackburn Rovers. Haven't mounted a decent attack as yet. A lot of talent on this side. There's no doubt they'll create at some stage in this game.
It's Ryan Nelson's chest down to Bruno Berner. Roberts the target. Now Phil Neville, Arteta's in space. And Lescott's on the overlap here. He's got Johnson and Cahill to aim for just on the edge of the Blackburn box. Arteta once more. That went down too easily there for Rob Styles.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Gary. I think he's really just stood there. Arteta ran into him. Rob Styles right on the spot.
Flick on by Cahill. This is Johnson. Cahill's in the middle, so too Van der Meijden. Goes towards Andy Van der Meijden! Well, he tried the spectacular, didn't he?
Well, could he have headed it? Or could he do a little bit better with the ball? Good play by Andy Johnson. Picks the ball up the edge of the 18-yard box. It's a beautiful ball into Van der Meijden.
He had to score for Everton. You could sense glory there. Kizanishvili. It's two guys' ball, flicked on by Roberts. McCarthy offside.
I think this is terrific movement for the goal by Andy Johnson here. If you look here, offside, no doubt about it. Just as Carsley heads the ball, he's back in an onside position, reacts quicker than Samba, and it's a terrific finish on the turn. Great striker's goal.
There's Emerson. Space to run into for Brett Emerton. And that wasn't too far away.
Well, Van der Meijden holds his hand up, apologies to his teammates. There's no doubt that when a roller can come in his way if that shot from Everton would end up in the back of the net. Already scored one this week, hasn't he, for his country? He rarely scores for Blackburn Rovers of late. At international level he scores a goal or two. Van der Meijden inviting him to have a shot. Tim Howard obliges just over the bar.
David Moyes has told his side to win every home game now and try and stake a claim for a place in Europe. They're doing well at the moment. They lead 1-0. Bernard did well to keep the ball in. He's looked sharp so far. Manuel Fernandes on his Everton debut. Bernard making sure Fernandes didn't get past him there. Good touch by Roberts, inviting Everton forward. But Arteta did equally well.
Great touch by Roberts, wasn't it? Ball coming out there. First touch, stone dead. You see, good work by the Spanish winger, getting back, helping his full-back out. Part and parcel of a wide man's job these days.
Cahill just catching Samba. Samba stayed down there clutching his head, as you can see, and the way Cahill ran away there sheepishly.
Well, there's been a few collisions with Samba and Cahill. Out jumped him early when the ball came into the box. Really strong header next time round by Samba. I don't think there's a great deal in that. He's caught his face. Arms up in the air. I mean, where do you draw the line? There's such difficult decisions for referees to make.
Great feat from Andy Johnson, running at pace. Lescott's trying to get the better of Kisnishvili. He's gone past him too. Aims it beyond Cahill. Andy Johnson! Great block from Bruno Bernard. Everton again opening up Blackburn Rovers. But Bruno Bernard on his debut put his body on the line there. They're coming again with Van der Meijden. Again it's Bernard in the way.
They're not defending at all well, Blackburn Rovers. I mean, Bernard defends terrific there. I mean, this is poor defending. Lescott gets past him far too easily, looks up, picks his player out, plenty of space. You expect Andy Johnson to slot that home. The left back comes over and gets a terrific block in.
Almost a second for Johnson, but a second for Everton. Again, Yobo Cahill and Stubbs queuing up, and in the end it was Johnson with connection again. But Mark Hughes will not be happy with the way his Blackburn side are defending.
No, they're getting overrun in the centre of the park. Bentley and two guy. Bentley's no doubt is more effective on the right hand side, but needs must when you get injuries. Players have got to slot into positions that they're not normally accustomed to. Two guy hasn't been really on the ball. Arteta's been dangerous. Back four of Blackburn haven't been solid as yet.
There's an opening maybe for Blackburn with Gallagher. He's got Roberts and McCarthy in the middle. Stout defending by Stubbs. Kisnishvili now, dangerous ball in, and there's that man again, Alan Stubbs. He says he has no plans to retire despite his contract being up here at the end of the season, and that was good defending.
Well, we think, why not continue to play? I mean, you're talking about 35 years of age. But any time I've seen him, I'm playing as well as ever. Same goes for Brad Friedel in the Blackburn goal, 35 years of age, but still looking supple and athletic. More years than him as well, no doubt.
Gallagher's corner, whistles off the head of Lescott. There's a chance to break now for Everton. Johnson's got Van der Meijden to his right, Fernandes to his left, finds Manuel Fernandes on his debut. Good block by Friedel. Fernandes again, within inches of capping his debut with a goal for Everton.
Great counter-attacking play by Everton here. Fernandes, the central midfield player, makes a really strong run forward. It's Cahill with the ball to Johnson. Good pass. Johnson looks up. Could have played it right. Sees Fernandes making a run on the left. Friedel flies out his goal. He stopped the shot.
Bentley away from Fernandez, everything to his right. This is Brett Emerton. Bentley again. Yerba away. And Cahill was just caught sleeping there, and Kuznisvili, oh, that was a great effort! And Tim Howard turning the ball over the crossbar.
Well, first Blackburn effort, and it's a very good one as well. Cahill goes to sleep here with this ball. I mean, just deal with it. He's saying, oh wait a minute, I never got a call. Should deal with the ball in the first place. Tim Howard called into action. And I tell you what, Kuznisvili hits this really well, either side of Tim Howard, and he's struggling for that one.
He's forward now, Kuznisvili. It's better from Blackburn though.
Well, I think these Blackburn players must be pleased that they are only one goal down. Could easily have been two. So something to go at. So the game's never safe for Everton when you're 1-1 now. Not when you've got the players Blackburn have got. Two guy, the ball straight out of play. It's not something you see very often. Usually either foot, no problem. Great goalkeeping there by Tim Howard.
Well, I know Sir Alex Ferguson has had a few inquiries from other clubs this season because of Tim Howard's performances on loan at Everton, and he did well to thwart Kuznisvili there.
Well, I don't think there's any real future for him at Old Trafford now. You know, when you look at Kuzak, the former Ben Foster of Watford.
There's Johnson, he's onside, and Brad Friedel stops him. I'll give Andy Johnson a yard of space, even an inch of space, and he's away from you. And he could have made it 2-0.
Well, they're looking across to the assistant referee again. Once again, does he time his run just right? He does. I mean, the angle's tight, but once again, Brad Friedel saving the day for Blackburn Rovers.
Bentley with the ball in. Well, there goes the half-time whistle. It's been a terrific first half for Everton. Andy Johnson putting them in front on his birthday. A wonderful finish on the volley, he could have had more. And Tim Howard making a stop from Zurab Kuznisvili to keep Everton in front. And right at the death, Friedel stopping Johnson once more. It's been Everton's half, and they lead by a 1-0. Well, it's been Everton's game so far. They could have had more than the one in the first 45. And that may be a concern for manager David Moyes. Mark Hughes will want a huge improvement from his Blackburn team in this second half. And they'll need it too if they're to get anything out of this game.
Yeah, I think they were slack at times in the first half, certainly defensively.
There's Gallagher with a shot at goal, and Tim Howard just about got fingertips on that.
I tell you, this is a difficult one to save as well. I mean, he strikes this really well, Paul Gallagher, but the ball skips up just before it reaches Tim Howard here, just looks up. He didn't half hit that well. Takes a wicked little bounce there. I tell you, that's a fantastic bit of goalkeeping. That is a really good save.
An immediate start to the second half by Blackburn, and Paul Gallagher, who scored here in the FA Cup, stopped that time by Howard.
I said I felt a little bit slack defensively at times in the first half of Blackburn, and certainly the middle of the park. Carsley and Arteta and Fernandez that dominated in there. Denying the space and time that they afforded them in the first 45.
That's two guys volley forward towards Jason Roberts. Roberts just took that out.
Well, he's alert here, Tim Howard. I mean, they've just walked out the tunnel. Doesn't take a long look. I mean, look at the wicked bounce in that. That really is a terrific bit of goalkeeping. Really skips up in front of Tim Howard. Gets both handsets to tip it round for a corner kick. Could easily be an equaliser.
With a good stop from the Everton keeper. Van der Meijde has just stayed down as Burner goes charging forward for Blackburn. Burner just out-muscled by Cahill. Carsley's ball, well cut out there by Ryan Nelson. This is Van der Meijde. It's a good ball to Arteta. Johnson, the only man in the box, joined by Cahill now. And this is Cahill. Johnson and Arteta to aim for Phil Neville.
Into a little bit of trouble there, Lescott. Loses the ball. Tug at the jersey, Everton.
This is Gallagher. Spots the run of McCarthy. It's a better start this from Blackburn, but Bentley robbed of the ball by Cahill.
You're right, Gary, there's been an awful lot brighter Blackburn start of this second half. A bit more urgency about the play, try and get at this Everton back four. Give Howard something to do, they already have with that Gallagher snapshot. What a good shot it was as well.
Jason Roberts was the target of that ball. Well, Everton do normally win at Goodison Park when they're leading at half-time in a league game. It's only Chelsea in the last 7.5 years that have turned it around in the second half here. So it's a big test this for Blackburn, a big ask. Cahill just scrapping with two guy. Roberts to McCarthy, which is better from Blackburn. Gallagher again, and he claims the corner. But it's a goal kick that's been given.
I think he's saying to Rob Styles, I couldn't hit that bad a shot without it taking a deflection. It was Van der Meijde that put him under pressure there. We've certainly tested Tim Howard with his previous shot. Great effort, great save. But just doesn't get that one right at all.
Two guys volley forward again. This is Bruno Burner. Gallagher on the outside of him. In the end, too close to Tim Howard, although Howard's throw out just caught Arteta on the hop. Arteta, good play from Mikel Arteta. Cahill, Johnson and Van der Meijde in the middle towards Andy Johnson. Well, he didn't connect with it truly, did he?
Well, how does he miss it? This is a fantastic opportunity. Looks a bit disgusted with himself. Great first time ball, he stubs out to Arteta. Fantastic wing play with the Spaniard here. Wonderful bit of skill, looks up. Andy Johnson completely on mark. Plays it to his back foot a bit. Just a fraction behind him, can't adjust his feet properly. Look at the reaction of Davy Moyes, he knows his strikers to put this Everton side 2 goals up.
Well, it's another chance gone begging for Everton and Andy Johnson. Challenged by Carsley, although there's James Beattie battles with Burner. Blackburn do have a man down. Paul Gallagher who's down after that challenge from Lee Carsley.
Well, Carsley indicated to Rob Stells to stop the game right away there. That was quite a nasty one Gallagher had picked up right in the centre circle. Carsley goes in and wins the ball. Gallagher hurdles him. I mean, does he make any contact at all here? Studs might have caught in his knee. It could be a nasty one with a landing. Certainly hope not. The ligament trouble. Maybe hope it's maybe just a knock. He's got to run it off. Certainly Carsley was a little bit concerned. Indicated to Rob Stells immediately stop the game, please.
Well, Mark Hughes already has a massive injury list added to by David Dunn in the first half here. Franny Jeffers, former Everton man, 2 spells here at Goodison Park. He's looking on, wondering if he will be given his opportunity if Gallagher doesn't recover.
It's just a terrible time for Blackburn Rovers as well, these injuries. You know, a Leverkusen game coming up, FA Cup tie, along with the league fixtures, placing a lot of demands on his injury hit squad. Just cannot afford any more injuries.
Paul Gallagher back on the field. He'll try to run that knock off. You do wonder whether it was the connection from Carsley or maybe the landing. Looks like an injury to that knee area. This is Carsley. Gallagher was brave to get in the way of that from Phil Neville, just to add to his woes. Space here for Lescott to run into. Arteta for support. A couple of step-overs there, Julian Lescott. Were they intentional from the defender? Beattie underneath the dropping ball. David Moyes just tweaking his formation now with the injury to Van der Meijden, and Beattie looking to forge a fruitful partnership with his big mate Andy Johnson. Being given the opportunity. This is Cahill now. Great awareness there from Fernandez, but Johnson would have been offside. Flag has gone up for offside. Rob Styles has pulled play back. Franny Jeffers is about to come on for Blackburn, although Kisness-Philly has just gone down after the challenge from Arteta. This is Fernandez, stopped in his tracks by Samba, but Kisness-Philly is slamming the turf. You can see in frustration and agony, and Mark Hughes is going berserk.
Well, obviously Mark Hughes has got a different, terrific view of this incident. I mean, I'll tell you what, that's a nasty one. There's absolutely no danger. He's showing studs there. That is dangerous play. Mark Hughes and Arteta having words now. I'll tell you what, Blackburn Rovers man is correct. sticking up for his own players, quite rightly so. It was a nasty one.
Well, Mark Hughes has just told Mikel Arteta to go away. Arteta's been explaining, but Kisnishvili, you just saw him drop like a stone. It looks to kill. Stood right down the shin there of Kisnishvili.
Yeah, it was a sore one. Just thinking about making a substitution there as well. Jeffers getting warmed up, looked as if he was getting tracksuit off. Looked like Gallagher was going to be coming off. We'll need to give it a minute or two, see if Kisnishvili is up to coming back onto the pitch. They certainly want it. Keen to continue it.
Everton lead here by a goal to nil. Samba and Beattie tangling this time, and Samba's not happy. He's pitching his face, Samba, as Blackburn moved the ball forward towards Benny McCarthy. Well, this time, Samba with the arm on the back of Beattie's head, and Rob Styles awards a free kick Blackburn's way.
Well, you know he was going to go for the Sam in a determined fashion, not happy with a little incident that happened. This is the one previous. Swings his elbow around, Beattie catches Samba in the mouth. Samba thinks that's deliberate. This is the next one. You know, Samba's going to get right through Beattie. Didn't, but Samba get the free kick.
And that's a battle to keep an eye on. There they go again.
Good old-fashioned duel, big centre forward, big centre half. Nothing wrong with that.
You'd enjoy that. Just don't elbow me. This is Carsley. Neat touch from Fernandez. Both Everton and Blackburn looking to stay within the race for Europe. And now Blackburn having to make the change.
Rovers substitution coming off number 18, Paul Gallagher, and replacing him with number 17, Francis Jeffers.
Two spells here at Goodison Park. He comes on for Paul Gallagher, whose injury, after the challenge from Lee Carsley, too much for him to continue. Another injury for Blackburn Rovers. Gallagher leaves the field, and Franny Jeffers comes on. To a hot reception from the Everton fans.
Yeah, hot reception to say the least. Not a popular one at all, is it? He's another young player that had a great season. Walter Smith was in charge. What a big money move to Arsenal. And things just haven't worked out for him. Ever since. Doesn't seem to be too popular with the Everton fans, believing in the first place.
Cahill tangling with Bruno Berner as Neville takes the throw in towards Cahill, who is the meat in the sandwich. And the Everton fans go berserk as Rob Styles gives the free kick Blackburn's way.
Well, Everton fans are, but Bentley, Cahill just getting on with it. Bentley just shielding the ball here.
Neville's throw towards James Beattie. Everton get the corner. Beattie challenging with Ryan Nelson.
I think the Everton fans behind the goal, they were looking for a bit more than a corner kick. They felt Nelson was impeding James Beattie.
Mikel Arteta will take the corner. Says he was misquoted in his interview with a Spanish newspaper. He doesn't want to leave Everton. David Moyes certainly saying that he won't be leaving Everton. Good one from Arteta. And Johnson rose well. Another chance for Andy Johnson. Brad Friedland away again.
Well, ball straight at Friedel, isn't it? Either side of him. Gives him a problem.
Bentley's ball forward. Bruno Berner trying to make room for the cross. Phil Neville in the way for Everton. Opportunity here for Bentley to test Tim Howard once more. Ryan Nelson forward. Samba just on the edge of the box. Comfortably cleared by Carsley, then Tugay on the volley. And he can't hit them from there. Too high this time.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's well over 30 yards out here, isn't it? And he makes terrific contact with that.
Johnson trying to go around Samba. Cahill's flick towards Mikel Arteta. Back to Andy Johnson. Oh, the flag was up. But again, Andy Johnson, as he made the connection, didn't strike it cleanly.
Well, it'll be interesting to see this one. It's Arteta and Cahill linking up well. Brave header. I mean, when he heads that, Andy Johnson is onside. It's a terrific bit of goalkeeping by Brad Friedel. Terrific athleticism.
Well, is there to be another twist in this game in the final 4 minutes? Emerton being blocked off by Carsley. Now Andy Todd. Todd wants it back off Franny Jeffers. And Todd gets it back off Jeffers around Stubbs, and Stubbs had to time that to perfection, and he did.
Yeah, good positive play by the substitute there. Made an impression this game already. One booking, one good run forward. He's only been on 18 seconds.
Ryan Nelson waiting, so too Samba for this corner. Andy Todd is eventually being picked up now by James Beattie. Goes in towards the near post where Carsley heads away. Blackburn looking to keep the pressure on, but Bruno Bernat can't keep that ball in play.
Well, a big push by Blackburn Rovers just now in a game that Blackburn were equalised. Davy Moyes will be one angry manager. He'd feel his Everton side in the first 45 minutes. Should have scored a second goal that might have put this game beyond Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn Rovers side showed a lot of character, come back strongly in the second half.
Well, a chance here for Everton to get the ball inside the Blackburn box. Arteta to take this free kick. Joined now by Phil Neville, Andy Johnson, Cahill and Beattie all being watched on the edge of the box. Arteta pointing to Johnson. It's gone beyond him. It's a wonderful header. Well, Tim Cahill rose and James Beattie came flying in. It just couldn't quite get there.
Well, it's terrific delivery, and it's a great header as well for Cahill. Up above the defender there. Really close to putting this game out of Blackburn's reach.
Another chance goes begging, and this is Roberts now for Blackburn. And he wins a corner.
Friedel's tempted, is it? Is he staying back? Is he coming up?
Well, he scored one for Blackburn, hasn't he, Brad Friedel?
He had a little look at it, but decided to stay back.
Friedel stays in his half. It's gone in towards McCarthy. It's good defending from Everton and a chance to launch a counter-attack here. Poor ball though from Arteta. Now it's with Blackburn and Bentley. Seeks out Jason Roberts. Roberts could have gone down there. Does go down now. Now Todd with the cross towards McCarthy. I thought about the spectacular.
I think it was Robert's strength that kept him on his feet. A great chance just previous to that for Arteta to switch play. Fernandes had made a great run forward and beat it. Took the wrong pass.
It's two guys, long ball forward. Lescott and Stubbs both go for it. It was good hold of play by Beattie.
The
3 minutes of added injury time. 3 minutes for Everton to hold on. 3 minutes for Blackburn to try and whistle up an equaliser here, and they have a free kick, a foul by Arteta. Friedel again staying back. Tim Howard won't want to concede now in injury time. Bentley with this free kick. It's Todd's header, and in the end there was a comfortable take there for Tim Howard. Although the ball out to Johnson goes straight to Tugan.
I tell you what, it's a poor header by Andy Todd as well. To put that back into the danger area, it's really a bad mark from Everton, and it's a free header for a substitute.
The Everton fans urging their side to keep a hold of the ball. In injury time, they lead 1-0 to Everton. It's Arteta who tries to set Carsley away. Bentley in the left-back position for Blackburn. This is Andy Todd now. Sanders stays forward. Neville. Well, Beattie was onside. Another chance here for Blackburn to launch an attack and try and snatch an injury time equaliser. Todd towards Roberts. Carsley's clearance hits Cahill.
Just can't keep the ball there, but they can't string the passes together to try and kill this game off.
Emerton, decent cross, and Stubbs heads behind, and Blackburn will have a corner in injury time.
Well, giving Blackburn too much encouragement in injury time. David Moyes will be going mad. Another corner kick, everybody up, Friedel included this time.
Brad Friedel is there. One goal already for Blackburn Rovers in his career as Ewood Park. Beattie's watching him. Bentley takes the corner towards the near post. Is it still in play? It is. Friedel's still there. Bentley's cross, and it almost came off McCarthy. The referee has seen an infringement. I think it's Cahill who's clutching his head and is pulled to his feet by Lescott. And Tim Howard's reaction there, patting Tim Cahill on the back of the head, says that was good defending from the Aussie.
Deserves it as well. It was a terrific bit of defending there. Everton under real pressure. Corner kick and another cross. Good defensive header.
That's it. It's a win for Everton. Andy Johnson, the birthday boy, is the match winner. In the first half he could have had more, but he's done enough to win it for Everton, and they stay in the race for a European place. Johnson with the winner. It's finished Everton 1, Blackburn Rovers 0.
David, how important, how big a win was that for you today?
Very pleasing win that was. We've struggled all season really to build results. We had a win at Wigan, had a draw at Liverpool, and now a win today. So it's been a good couple of weeks for us.
And you went for it right from the start today, pushed Blackburn up straight from the kick-off.
Yeah, I thought we were much more positive today, maybe than we were in the cup game against them when we were well beaten. But today we were. I thought we done enough to be more than one goal up at half time. But while you don't get that goal, you're on edge, and that proved to be the case in the second half.
I was going to say, were you thinking half time, the amount of chance we had in the first half, chance to kill it off, really?
Yeah. Well, that was exactly it, and I said to the boys, we need to keep going. I thought we were a little bit sloppy in some of the things we'd done in the final third when we had opportunities to score goals. And then obviously then you get a bit nervy, and Blackburn played much better in the second half, and I need to give them credit for that. But in the end we defended well when we had to, but we still had one or two big chances in the second half we could have maybe scored from.
Andy Johnson took that one in the first half. It was a great finish, wasn't it?
It was a great finish, and today he probably had 3 or 4 attempts at goal, and I'd said to him before the game, it's your birthday, I expect you to get a brace, and truth be known, he probably should have.
Mark, how difficult, how physical a game was that today?
Difficult for us. First half, really, we were a little bit slow coming out of the blocks. Maybe that's a consequence of not travelling some of the guys had done during the week, internationals and whatever. Then we lost David Dunn quite early, and we had a game plan that we felt would affect the game today, but obviously that went out the window when we had to replace David so early. So in the first half it was a case of really trying to get a foothold in the game, and we struggled, to be perfectly honest. Second half I thought we were a lot better, asked more questions of Everton, but in fairness to them I thought defensively they were rock solid today, and it was very difficult for us to break them down. Got plenty of balls in the box, lost count of how many corners that we had, but never really got on the end of things in the opposition box.
It was a physical game. Are you unhappy with some of the challenges that went in?
Well, I don't think it was something that needed to be highlighted. There's a few misplaced tackles. Whether or not any of them were reckless, I'd have to see them again. But I think from our point of view, we're just disappointed that maybe the second half performance we didn't get something out of the game.
So Everton beat Blackburn by 1-0 at Goodison Park.